Welcome back to the Death Curse Club. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for coming along this journey. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video because we are getting into Halloween, the video game. On this channel, we are super excited for this game. Comes out September 8th, and it couldn't get here soon enough. I am so amped on finally playing a multiplayer and single-player mode of Halloween. Michael Myers, it's a dream come true, babies, and that's what I'm excited about. It's been silent on the front, Jim. It's been kind of quiet. I thought we would get something impressive during the Game Awards season, but we did not. They gave like little scenery trailers and such, but we didn't get what I thought. I thought we would be getting a cast, honestly. I thought we would be getting actors portraying characters and so on, but we did not. But this week, they finally revealed the cast of heroes that are going to be involved in this game. Did you look at them already?
Yeah, I've seen the picture.
I've seen the picture. The picture looks great. I have not dived in any detail. This will be my first time actually going with it. I was saving it for this experience, but I am excited. So without further ado, let's bring up the cast of characters, the people that we're going to be able to play as, the heroes of Haddonfield, as it says here. My first look of these, Jim, and give me your feelings as well. These are spitting images of characters from Friday the 13th, the game.
Yeah, that was my first thought. My first thought was, man, they look more like Friday the 13th characters than Halloween characters.
Yeah.
Especially the guy at the end with the headband. Because Friday the 13th is more of a summer, out in the country, rural areas, I would say, where, Halloween's more suburbs.
Right.
And I just don't necessarily get suburb vibe from some of these, but,
Yeah, it weirdly enough looking at them, because maybe it's because I'm so in love with Halloween, the film, and seeing how the characters are dressed. Yes, these kind of have late 70s vibe, but it does scream more 80s, in my opinion. The one thing that I'm hopeful for, and if I'm right, I'm right, and I'm calling it here because it hasn't been talked about, but when you look at these characters, the second, the fourth one, if you're going from the left, the one with the red jacket, that's Scout Taylor Compton.
Yeah, it looks like a lot like her.
Like, I know she did a mocap thing a few months before they announced the game, still not announced for it, but that looks just like Scout Taylor Compton. And just as a all-around view of these characters, I mean, yes, the second one kind of looks like AJ from F-13. The middle looks like Bugsy. Fucking the one at the end that you were talking about looks like a gender swap of Fox. Yeah. Like, it's all crazy, but they do look good. I'll give them credit.
The one in like the leather jacket, now I'm looking at it from a bit of a distance, but just a small little image. Reminds me of, and you'll know this character, the girl from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Tori.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tori. 100%. 100% supposed to be Tori. And if they could get the actress, that'd be amazing. All right, so we have some descriptions here. This was posted January 20th. And it says, let's meet a selection of our playable civilian characters and discuss their roles in Haddonfield. So here's the thing. It says, let's meet a selection.
Yeah.
That comes off as there's more.
Yeah, there should be more, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully there are. See, I look at this and I think these are the teens. And it makes me wonder if we're going to get adults, cops, something like that to be playable. So right here, Haddonfield is a quiet, unassuming town in Illinois, bursting with idyllic American charm. Its heart beats with the sync of the electric array of the people and the personalities who inhabit the seemingly sleepy community. Innocence allows these residents to carry on with their lives blissfully naive to the horrors that will inevitably unfold before their eyes. Despite the looming evil and the impending homecoming of the cold, calculating boogeyman, our heroes of Haddonfield stand proudly as shining examples of the town's resilience and vitally. Sure. Also, evil dies tonight. We start with Thomas. Armitage? Armitage?
Armitage.
Armitage. Okay, so we start with Thomas. Here we go. No one quite loves Haddonfield like our star football player. Thomas, at 21, you'd think that parties would dominate his social life, but this dedicated athlete elects to return home every weekend to spend quality time with his little sister, visit close friends, and help out his dad's furniture business. His positive attitude solidifies Thomas's role as a courageous leader on and off the football field. While some might confuse his confidence with arrogance, Thomas is the type of guy who talks the talk and walks the walk. So, his love connection is around the corner. What say you, audience score? Do you vote for Thomas? 33%. I love it. We'll be back in 2 and 2. So, before we move on, what do you think of the fact that they're giving backstories? Because that's one thing Friday the 13th, the game, didn't really do, is give backstories to Chad. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't find out more about their characters until, like, when the virtual cabin opens and the challenges and such. But I kind of dig the fact that there are some behind the scenes to make you kind of care for the characters.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it probably won't mean anything unless it plays into the single player story in some way, but that's fine.
Right.
Like you said, as long as they want to add stuff, I'm fine with it. You know,
Yeah.
a little backstory and make us feel like there's a little, you know, maybe it don't even affect how you play if you're like, oh, he's a good boy, I'm gonna play him like a good boy.
Right. And you brought up an interesting fact of how will this play in the single player option as Michael. I can totally see the checkpoints or maybe boss levels before we move on to story elements we know. What if the furniture store's near where Michael gets his mask and weapons and stuff? So he goes in there to kill Thomas's dad or Thomas himself. So I think you're right. I think this could play into things. All right, already my favorite character in the game, Jennifer Aarons. Jennifer A.A. Rons, as some would say. Jennifer Aarons is always prepared. She has a distinct vision of her future, and that's why she's spending a few gap years working at a local bookstore to save money to pay for college education. Quiet, kind, and the type A, she plans to leave the claustrophobic town of Haddonfield behind to pursue a grander aspiration. Her overbearing mother would love for her to simply stay home, meet a nice guy, and settle down, but that's far from what Jenny wants, though her extended academic sabbatical has led to a slight erosion in Jennifer's shell, courtesy of her new foray into Haddonfield's nightlife. Okay, so what I'm gathering is she's a bookworm who loves to get down. That's what I hear.
Left alone. She wants to left alone to live her life. You know, her mom getting too involved. I mean, you know, leave Jennifer alone.
Leave her alone.
Let her live.
19% says the audience. Tanya Harrison. At the center of Haddonfield's social scene is none other than Tanya Harrison. Much like Thomas, she loves Haddonfield and the people in her town. Her carefree and exuberant personality makes her the go-to person to ask about what's hip, what's happening, and what's worth listening to. Tanya was once offered a job by Mr. Strode because he thought she'd be outstanding fit to work for Strode Realty. But she turned down the opportunity in favor of a position at a local record store. Underneath that bubbly exterior, Tanya's charming, dark sense of humor helps her get along with about everyone in town. Never fucking mind what I said before. My favorite person in this game is Tanya Harrison. One, her backstory is into the world of Haddonfield and Halloween. Already love that. B, I love that she works at a record store. And C, I love that she knows what's hip, happening, and worth listening to.
Well, I think what I got out of that was I'm pretty sure that Mr. Strode is a pervert.
Absolutely. Because what is she, like 21, 22 at tops? Like, he's like, come work for me. I know you.
Perfect fit.
You can't sell any houses, but boy, oh boy, I like to take you around, show you off to some of the customers. You know what I mean? File this paper. Also, I love that she has a dark sense of humor because that should play heavily in the game. If there are line deliveries and character moments, I would absolutely love her fucking finding a dead body on the wall and say, I guess they're sticking around. Here we go. All right, Rachel Callahan. Rachel Callahan. And I love, okay. She definitely looks like Tori. Okay, here we go. Rachel couldn't be more displeased with hanging out with people. Oh, it's Jim. In fact, she may even prefer the company of the dead. At night, her morbid curiosities are explored through funeral service education courses she attends in hopes of becoming a mortuarian. Mortuarian or mortician? Whatever, a mortician, and joining the family business. Fascinated by death and the unknown, her free time is spent hanging out with the small group of people in Haddonfield who frequent the occult section of the local bookstore. A lover of punk music and sarcasm, Rachel has a hard time letting people see her vulnerable side. But despite her general distaste for humanity, she does keep folks with similar interests and hobbies around, which should prove helpful on Halloween night. Okay. My grasp about Rachel. Her character, this is the first time where the character feels like there's something that she's going to have skill-wise that's completely different from everybody else. Mm-hmm. This comes across as she can look at a dead body and either figure out how long they've been dead, where it's been dead from, how they died, something that could be useful within the match. What do you think?
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, you know, if you assume that the athlete is, athletic and can run and
can fight,
that kind of stuff. Your bookworm would be, knowledgeable.
Figuring out how to put things back together if the power's out.
And then the last girl, she just seduces old men.
Tanya's absolutely trying to get wrecked by some older gentleman.
And Rachel's picking up the innocent bookworm.
Yeah.
In the bookstore when she's there looking in the occult section, and she's trying to seduce her. So we're hitting all the bases here.
Okay, and immediately when I read it, I was saving it for this, so we didn't get our crosshairs here. The occult's going to be Thorn, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like, they're gonna reference Thorn, right?
Like I imagine, like if I would imagine something Thorn related could play the way like the Tommy tapes did.
100%. 100%. Like, they won't feed into the fact that Michael is a part of them, but there is going to be some kind of like the Thorn occult
Yeah.
is living in this town in some way, and they're going to allude Michael's a part of it. Have to. Have to. All right, here we go. Marcus Navarro. Marcus Navarro. There are few things Marcus enjoys more than firing up his bike and hitting the open road. He was born and raised in Haddonfield, but spent a long stretch of time away to live with his father after his parents' divorce. His independence and his nomadic lifestyle are alluring to the residents of the small town, who find themselves captivated by his brooding lone wolf nature. While he typically prefers solitude, he does enjoy riding over to the Rabbit and Red Lounge to grab drinks and play pool with the Castle Hill Rocks. Much like Jennifer Marcus has fundamental problems with the phony suburban facade of Haddonfield, but that won't stop him from protecting people he cares about. Like his grandmother, Gloria. What a random fucking line to put in at the end. Like his grandmother, you know? Okay, but now that we've read some, and I have this, it is obvious we are not dealing with high schoolers.
Yeah.
Like, they are all of age, 21 and up. This is actually the most boring one. And, well, and this is why I say this. We already got a character I read about that was solitude driven. We got the two of them, like fucking Jennifer likes solitude and fucking, what's her name? Rachel. Rachel likes solitude. How many motherfuckers are going to be solituded?
Well, this guy's an out-of-towner, you know, so that's where he defers.
Right.
Looking at him, he kind of reminds me of the one kid from Black Phone, if he hadn't gotten killed from the grabber in the first one.
Yes. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The kid who protects Homeboy. Yeah. No, that's fair. And like, I jest around, like, I'll play as all these characters. I just find conveniently, his backstory is like every other character's backstory in a video game like this.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. The last paragraph we have here, the civilians of Haddonfield are one of the many elements Halloween let me redo it. The civilians of Haddonfield are one of many elements Halloween will leverage to create an immersive horror sandbox. We're excited to bring offering players glimpses into the unique personalities and traits of our brand new cast of heroes in Halloween, and look forward to sharing more about the involvement in the single player and multiplayer components of the game. For more, stay sharp and follow Halloween TVG on X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Could you imagine Michael just TikTok dancing?
Yeah, unfortunately I can.
I can imagine. Oh my God. All right, Jim, there we go. We got ourselves some characters. Now, After reading those, are you still of the mind that there's more characters to play?
Yeah, there's got to be more characters. I'm waiting for that like 70-year-old man that misses the whole match because he's in bed sleeping. Like, that's the character I want to play.
My friend Chad? Chad, anytime we played Friday the 13th, my man was out there in the world doing God knows what. He was wild when we played it. But no, I agree. I think there's the next batch. So how many did we get? 6?
5.
5. I think there's 5 more. I think they're going to be 5 more playable. And then who knows with DLC down the line. But if I was a guessing man, I would say old man, like you said, a cop, maybe a doctor, um, a lunatic, and a homeless man.
I
I'm
mean, a
not,
homeless man would be great, honestly. I think it would
I
be
mean,
fit really
right?
well into it.
Right? I think a homeless man could be fucking fun to play as. Like, he can bite Michael and give him rabies. Shit be wild. Um, so, out of the characters that we read about, who do you think you would prefer playing as without even playing it? Like, what character did draw you?
Probably either leather jacket or red jacket.
Absolutely no names. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
jackets. Just
Yeah, that's it.
jackets.
That's all I got.
So,
So
Jennifer
actually, probably
and.
probably any of the girls were fine because, like you said, the one
Yeah.
dude. Because I'm not a
Tanya?
big fan of the athletic people because they usually can't fix anything.
Right. Right.
Um, and then the other guy, I don't see him. Well, unless he's got like mechanical skills, maybe.
He could. He works at a furniture store. I think he'll. I think him and the guy at the end, Navarro, are going
Yeah,
to be the brute guys, like the fight.
yeah,
Um, because I think you'll be able to fight Michael. I don't think you'll be able to fight Michael like F-13. I think it'll
yeah,
be a sweet spot between Texas Chainsaw and Friday. I think they'll
yeah.
figure out the middle without it feeling like you're just teabagging them and fucking chat dancing all over them. Um, I'm with you. I think all the ladies are interesting. Like Rachel, Jennifer, and Tanya all have interesting backstories that I feel are going to serve a purpose that
Mhm.
I'm excited about. So, would you think five more people are coming?
Potentially five, maybe three. With
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hello?
yep.
Work call. Got to do that after this. Great times. Great times. So, what was my question? I forget.
Three people, possibly five, depending. I'd imagine so, like you said, some DLC, maybe even like a pre-order bonus, something.
So, and this is my other question to you. Are we going to be able to play as the movie characters?
Um, I think possibly kind of like Friday 13th, we might get somebody here and there. I
Mm.
don't think we're gonna get a Jamie Lee Curtis, because I don't think they're gonna want to pay for her. I could see us getting some sort of like I don't know. It's hard because like Danielle Harris was obviously so young, unless she plays
Right.
Annie, unless we get like the Rob Zombie
Well,
Annie.
that's what I was going to say, is especially with seeing Scout. Not to say Scout isn't playing this character, Jennifer, because she
Yeah,
looks like her. And it's a nice way to give a nod. But I do have like this apprehension of, okay, we don't get Jamie Lee Curtis, but what if we had a form of Laurie Strode in Scout Taylor
yeah.
Compton? Like, it doesn't have to be Rob Zombie's version, though I have no problem playing as that.
I mean, I would
But,
prefer that personally.
right. So maybe you do get those actors
Yeah.
version of the characters in there. The skin packs happen galore.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard with Halloween, and maybe because I'm just not as into Halloween as Friday the 13th. I
Hmm.
don't feel like there's as many characters throughout the series that people really like remember. Like
Right.
I couldn't really remember any specific character from part four, five. Um, but I think we could easily draw in. I mean, bring in Busta Rhymes.
No,
What's he doing?
do
But I
fucking
mean,
not.
if you just want to bring, if you want to be realistic, actors that could be playing characters that aren't
Mhm.
necessarily characters from the movie, like again, Danielle Harris, Scout, bring
Right.
in Tom Atkins.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, that's something like you can bring in those things. But as far as actual characters, it's going to be hard.
So, in talking about it, and with this game, what's interesting, it almost feels like what Gunn did poorly with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. When they came out with that game, they really touted about like the original Texas Chainsaw. We're
Yeah,
fucking giving it to you. You get to live in that world. Kind of a side story that led into the movie. And then came, well, what about the other movies? And
yeah,
fucking they did the remake version of Leatherface that you could play as, but like part two didn't come in there, Next Generation didn't come in there, Netflix, none of these other versions came into Texas Chainsaw. This game has specifically said this is John Carpenter's Halloween, the
right.
original movie. That is it. Which I like. I like that I know that I'm just living in the world of the original.
Sure.
I don't want characters from other movies like a Busta Rhymes because he would not be a part of this movie. That said, I do like what Texas did with someone like a Bill Moseley, like a Skeech Ulrich, where they are original characters
Hmm.
within this world. So
Yeah,
again, if we do a Laurie Strode skin pack and it's going to be Scout, cool. But if Scout's playing Jennifer, to me, that's the opening of the door I need. That's because, I mean, who else from this franchise would be like Paul Rudd?
that's what I mean.
like,
It's like
like,
this franchise runs a spectrum of absolutely nobody that you're going to remember to people who they're not going to be able to license. When
right,
you're looking at a Paul Rudd, they're not going to get Michelle Williams. They're not going to get Josh Hartnett even at
right,
this point.
right.
LL Cool J, maybe LL Cool J. I don't know.
Maybe
He might
Uncle Jay.
if he likes this stuff enough. But again, they
Fuck
don't have, like you said, they don't have to be playing the character. You can bring in
no.
Busta Rhymes. He doesn't have to be that character.
Right. And people that, again, Skeech, like you can bring in people that were never a part of the Halloween
Yeah,
franchise and feel like, oh, this is my one time of getting in.
yeah,
This is my way in some kind of fashion. A Barbara Crampton in
yeah,
the same sense of Texas Chainsaw. Kane Hodder can come
yeah.
in as a mechanic to play.
Right.
Like I think those are fun ideas to put in here. Fuck. You know what character? Okay. I'm going to give mine, so you give yours.
Okay.
What character from another movie that you could do? Like they got the rights to put them in this game, even like Elvira was
Yeah, yeah.
in Killer Clouds. I would want Robert Englund's doctor from Behind the Mask to be in this, almost like
Okay.
as a second skin to
Yeah.
Dr. Loomis.
All right. So I'm gonna actually give you this answer, but I'm gonna add on to something I said earlier, which was about my 80-year-old man that just sleeps through the whole video game, played by John
Yeah.
Carpenter. So
Holy
there's that.
shit. Holy
But
shit.
as far as a character from another game, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't go this route. Sam Neill, Mouth of Madness.
Oh man, Sam Neill would be a good private detective.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh fuck that. Let's just a passerby through the fucking town getting his way to the airport so he could go fly to fucking Alaska. Let's get fucking Kurt Russell from The
Yeah.
Thing in this shit. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking characters.
We can bring in Keith David. He likes to do voice acting.
Can we get the model of fucking Rowdy Piper and just use his lines from the movie? Come on, let's go. I love this. I love this idea. The fucking John Carpenter DLC pack. John Carpenter as a character, and then like 4 of his other fucking popular movies. Fuck, I'm in! I've never been more excited. Tanya's going to fuck all these characters. Oh my God. All right. Well, that is the update for Halloween the game here on the Death Curse Club. What do you think about these characters? What do you think about the potential of a John Carpenter DLC pack, which is a sentence I never thought I would say in my fucking lifetime? What do you think? What would you want in this game? Let us know. We will keep you updated on Halloween the game. And plus, once the game comes out, I know I've backed off of video games because I don't like it fucking with the algorithm. The moment this game hits, you will see live streams between me and Jim playing this game, and who else? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you joining us. I don't know. We'll find out. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Whatever you do, Death Curse Club. Bye.